Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How you doing? Just doing a bit of practice again, as you can see. Arm day today. Arm day today. So I am literally just going to fill this sheet with different types of arms. This is another part. This pen is dying. It's dying, but it's not dead yet. It keeps fading away. Hope you're all doing well. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you very much. I do things like this all the time. You know, where I'm just deep diving into drawing arms, and I just literally just draw arms for about 3 days, just to familiarize myself with the anatomy of the human arm, if that's my goal, you know. So that's why I'm pretty much doing it. I'm not doing this reference free, just if some of it is, but not all of it. Sometimes I have to have a quick look over to my left, just to get a little. I'm picking up the muscle groups pretty good now. I hope you're all doing well on this Sunday morning. And the more you do it, the more you start to pick up where the muscles belong and what they look like. So you do start to pick it up after a while. And that's basically what I'm doing now. So how are you all doing today? Let me just check this proportion quickly before I make a mistake. Not bad, about right. I was planning on doing a live stream later on, tutorial, so if anyone is interested in doing that, taking part in that, we will be talking maybe about, not sure what I'm going to talk about, but if you're looking forward to doing something like that, you may join me for that kind of live stream. You know what, I'm going to draw another arm here. I'm going to project these lines across because it looks about right. I'm not going to add any hands to it. And then I'm going to project or draw the same body part here, but from a different angle. So we got the bicep here. I won't go too big. I tend to draw a little bit too big, so I'm going to try and be modest with the proportions here. Because I'm doing a bit of a speed sketch as well. I'm doing a speedy one, so I'm literally trying to do it as quickly as possible without, obviously avoiding as many mistakes as possible. Take that out a little bit. So what are you guys drawing today? Anything? Any practicing going on today? Or just watching me today? I'm just trying to think of that muscle there. And then obviously we've got our forearm roughly there. Quite a slender arm. I'm going to have to build that out a bit. Oh, thank you, Arcana. That is really nice of you. That is really nice of you. Yeah, I tend not to ask people to tap because I leave it to their own discretion. But I will ask if I'm teaching something. Then usually I ask. But obviously I'm not really teaching anything, so I tend not to ask because I don't want to sound like one of those online chats where they're just telling you to tap and they're just staring at the camera like goat or something. I like to offer something and then ask for something in return, so to say. I don't know if that's the right way to express myself, but that's what I try to do. 9 a.m. V, how you doing? Nice to see you, mate. And how you doing, 9 a.m.? Yeah, thank you. If you do like what you see, hit the like button. I just broke up. Oh. No, keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. I hope things are going well for you. Can you buy any of my lessons? You will be able to. You will be able to. But what I would suggest to you is possibly doing a one-to-one with me. And then you record the one-to-one. That's what I would do. I think you'd get more out of it than actually just buying any random lesson. Because you can pretty much, at the moment, you can get most of my lessons for free. But if there's anything in specific that you really want to learn, I would suggest that you simply contact me in my DMs, and then we can look at something together, price it up, and then we can do a one-to-one. I think that would be better. It's a better way to learn, I find. You'll get more out of an hour one-to-one with me than you will in a group situation. I'm just going to add the hands on the end. Crooked House, everyone. Crooked House is in the house, as always. You can literally find that on my YouTube, Jess. So go to my YouTube, you can find that already. Art. You can find that, or Art Walker on YouTube. And you can find, what do you call it? 2-point perspective. That's where you can find it. Yeah, so check that one out if you're struggling with, because that one is literally a free one. So go and do it now and come back to me and tell me if it worked for you. Right, so what I want to do is I don't want this to be too muscular, as in I don't want it to be too anatomical. I'm just going to kind of add some shade into it. Nothing too heavy. Because usually I'll go really heavy and really wiry. But now I'm just going to go a little bit lighter. I don't know who that is, but that's good. If you're learning from someone else, why not indeed? That's good that you've got a mentor. That's very good. How was your weekend going, V? Nice to see you again. Oh, mate, you're doing well with your anime. I have to say, very impressed, mate. Very impressed. I was pleasantly surprised. Keep it up. You're getting there. I don't know how long it took you, but it's absolutely fantastic. That artwork that you posted the other day. I was very impressed. Let me think. Yeah. I should use Sam Sulek. What is? Am I drawing that badly? Is that what you're saying? Oh dear, am I drawing that badly? Who's Sam Sulek? There's so many good artists out there. You just gotta. I'm just drawing it the way I draw it. Ah, oh dear. Now I know what you mean. Gee whiz. Yeah, maybe. Sugar. Oh dear. Yeah. You never know. He's a big boy. Is that what you're into? All that bodybuilding? Are you a bodybuilder? I'm not. Is that natural though? 101-year-old Kevin. Not that it's any of my business whether it's natural or not. It's not any of my business. Big lad. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering. Yeah, yeah. If I'm doing I don't know, some sort of character, I think I'll look at someone like him. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea just to draw him anyway for a bit of exposure. Why not, indeed? That's a good idea, actually. I'm going to write his name down here. You never know. Give me something to draw. Um, I used to like, what's his name? I haven't looked at his work for years. Art Germ. There's this guy called Art Germ. I'm not sure where he's from, but he's Oriental guy. And I used to like his work. And I used to like, what's his name? David Wren. He's a Marvel comic book artist. I like his work as well. But as for a favorite, I don't really have one. I don't really have one. And I'm just trying to develop my own style now. So that's my goal. And I tend not to look at many. To be honest, I don't really look at many artists. I should, because I could get a lot of inspiration from it, but I don't. And that's a good question. Yours is JC. Who is JC? I'm quite liking these. This is looking quite nice. I'm feeling quite motivated today, this morning. These are coming out really nice. Oh, zero. Zero rubber. Zero. As you can see. That's what I like. I like when I nail it like this. Oh, I'm flowing today. Yeah, that's good. I'm quite happy with that. JC line deck. Okay. Guten Tag, Barin. Wie geht es dir? That's a student of mine. Very young student. She seems to pop in every now and again and say hello, bless her. You never know who you're going to inspire, right? And how. So it's nice to see that my students are not running away from me when they see me online. Some of them do, I'm sure. And thank you very, very much for the follows. Okay, yep. Thank you for that. I believe in being good. Being a good person is also very important. Don't leave it all to somebody else. Do what you can to be a better person. And if we are going to be saved at some point, you've done the best you can. You know what I should have done actually? I should have actually, and I might do that now actually. I'm going to just take a quick look. Like that. Thank you for prompting me because I don't know what you guys can't see because I can see everything. So if I do shift it, feel free to let me know. Good, Achilles. I might actually do a tutorial now actually. If you're interested. Is anyone interested in learning how to draw the arm? Because I could actually develop this into an arm drawing tutorial if anyone's interested. Oops, I've got the wrong pen. I could actually I could change it a little bit as I'm learning myself. But this one would we would touch on a few things actually, because we would touch on bone anatomy and we would touch on shading as well. So that would be quite complex. As you can see, I'm not doing this without reference. I'm just making sure I get everything right as best I can. Leg week, I did legs last week, and then this week I'm doing well, I'm not going to do a lot more anatomy. I'm not going to get stuck in the anatomy thing, but I just like to exhaust the subject. And this is a bit messy here. Yeah, that's it. Let's tidy that up a bit. No, it's not his arms. No, no. Someone told me about it. No, it's not his arms. His arms are huge. They look nothing like this. They are absolutely massive. No, I don't even know who that guy is. I've got it written at the top there, but I have no idea who he is. But someone suggested I look at his arms to draw them. So that's why I've got that. They're actually my arms, if I'm honest. No, they're not. They're not. I'm not getting this part right here. I'm not feeling this part yet. So thank you to all that are liking what they see. And if you've got any questions, you may ask, and then hopefully I'll be able to help you out. I'm just doing, as I say, it's like I do these quite a lot, speed sketch sessions, and I just grab a reference and attempt to draw it as fast as I can. And that's basically what I'm doing now. And not worrying too much about mistakes. I should worry about proportion. However, sometimes I do get a little bit lost. And this is a way I practice different hatch techniques as well. This is just the brand is called Karandash, but it's just I usually use a basic Bic. It really doesn't matter. I've got I could draw with either one of these, and these are the same, but the colors are actually different. These are all the same pen. The reason why I like these pens is because they don't blot with ink. You've got you got a very nice stroke. You know, you can really get some good hatch lines, very thin, and you know they're very variable with regards to how to use them. Yes, it's a Swiss brand. You're right. Yeah, they are insanely big. He's an incredibly wholesome bodybuilder. Okay, good. Ah, isn't that funny? Godfried Bammers. That's the book I've actually got. That is the book I've actually got. Yeah, yeah, that is the book I've got. I'm not allowed to show it, but every time people ask me, where do you pick up your anatomy from? It's Godfried Bammers. That's the book I've got. It's written fully in German. And yeah, how do you put life into your art? I don't know. It depends. I suppose it depends what you're drawing for one. I'm going to use a different pen just to show you that these pens work really well as well. I think the blue shades are exactly the same, or maybe just a slight bit darker. But like if you look at this now, here this is maybe going to answer your question. How do I put more life into this arm here than here? I'm just going to add. See that? You see what I'm doing? I'm just adding more life to it. So you can see this was okay before, and now it's looking quite flat compared to this one. Do you see that? So that's maybe how I would answer your question. So if you want to put more life into your artwork, you might have to invest more time into making it alive, if that makes sense. Ah, the Godfried Bammers book. I'm not allowed to show it, but it's brilliant. I love it. I love it. It's the only book I've got. And there was another guy that I had. Oh God, what's his name? The book is called Dynamic Anatomy. But you know, they're all good. But Godfrey, the one I've got, it's about 500 pages. Is it 500? Nearly. Yeah, 473 pages. And it's all about the human anatomy. No, I did the hands the other day. I think I did the hands yesterday, actually. Look, you missed me yesterday, Moon. I did hand anatomy yesterday. Look, it was literally on the side there. I didn't even make a video of it, but if you go to my YouTube, you'll find that. Yeah, yeah, we did this. We did the hand, and we did the skeleton of the hand. Yeah, Bammers is the best. And thank you for the follows, by the way. Yeah, the only reason I can't show you the book is because of copyright. You can't show certain things on TikTok. In front of you on my main. Oh, good. Thank you, Atla. I got a second. You got a second place. Oh, in your jiu-jitsu. Nice. Well done, rookie. I forgot. You got second place. Brilliant, mate. Congratulations. You must be on top of the world. Excellent. That is really cool. That is really cool. Oh. Never mind, mate. You know what you have to do to win. Don't worry. That's all right. That's good, mate. That is brilliant. Thank you for the kind gifts, by the way, V. You don't have to. You're welcome, Claire. And if you like what you see, please hit the like button and follow my YouTube channel. That's what I'm trying to grow, really. I'm going to put some more work into this arm, just so you can compare the when you add a bit more hatching, right? So say, for example, this is almost going to become a hatching tutorial. So this is maybe a little bit too bulgy here. And what I'm doing is I'm not pressing harder. I'm just building the layers of the shading of the hatch. I'm just building layer upon layer. Always the same, obviously in different places, but the weight is exactly the same. And all I do is add another layer on top of layer one of the hatch. That's what I do. So you can compare the difference between this arm and this arm when you add additional layers of hatching. Going back to the question of making your artwork a little bit more, not a little bit more not lifelike, but giving it more energy. Oh yeah, well, it's just one. It's just an area that you need to study, right? Just like I'm studying it now. It's just one area that you just have to put the work in. You just have to put the work in. If you don't, it's going to be neglected, right? And it's going to be always something you stumble across. You know, you got to embrace your fears. Am I missing some of these? I'm going to show you in a minute how you can do that. Okay, will do, will do. Thanks for the prep. Head out to train now. Good, good. Just get the mechanics right. Get your jiu-jitsu mechanics right. You know, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's a lot of technique. A lot of technique. I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Art Walker. Yes, I do. Go for it, mate. I'm looking to see how you develop, rookie. I'm looking forward to seeing you one day grappling online or something. I don't know, in Abu Dhabi or somewhere. So that's a conversation. Thank you, Axo. Axo. I can't. Axo. I'm just gonna call you Axo. Oh yeah, the Baki style. Yeah, that is extreme though, isn't it? The Baki style is really extreme. I struggle. Elbow to the forearm. Yeah, I know. But let's have a look at it now. Let's have a look at it now. I'm gonna have a look at that now. All right, let's do it together. Let's hope it works out well because I don't know. I don't know how to do it even myself. I tried making art for this boxing anime. I forgot the name, but it's really hard. I'm not sure. I can't help you there. It's especially heavy on anatomy. It could be Bucky, right? I don't know. So if we're looking, well, first of all, if I was to say to you, draw an arm, you don't have to do this, but for me, it's important that you understand roughly, right? Just roughly. I'll try and make it a little bit bigger. So if my proportions are a bit off, it's because I'm gauging this myself, right? So please forgive me if it's not 100%. So if this is our upper arm, right? So then we got the elbow. I'm not even going to go into much detail on that because that is very complex. The elbow area roughly looks like this. Something that I'm not going to go too deep into it. And then obviously we have the forearm. So let's add. And yeah, I'm just going to keep that very simple as well. Let's try and keep the proportions about right though. Oh, yeah, we're running out of space already. So that I won't actually add the hands. So this is the forearm. And if you don't know that, we do have the forearm does actually overlap like that, right? The bone, it twists, right? So this is, I would draw that. I would make myself familiar with that purely because the muscles contort around that. As you can see, we've got this kind of bend in our forearm here, right? Obviously, we have to also think of the proportion. So I'm going to grab a different pen. So, and then what I would do, I would look at the muscle shape and add it very minimalistically. So if I say this is the shoulder, is everyone getting that? So you add the shoulder like that. And then you add, say for example, we could actually just add a cylinder here as a placeholder, right? And then, as I've said before, you can add another cylinder here. But I would follow the shape of the forearm here. So we don't just have a cylinder that looks like this. Like this. We actually have a cylinder that becomes a little bit slimmer here as the human forearm does. Do you see my point? And if you like what you see, please hit the like button. As I'm now tutoring, I am going to start asking people to hit the like button. And if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. And then we will see how we get on. So. Rio, are you getting that? Are you getting that, Rio? So I do tell people to draw, say for example, like the arm like this. As a beginner, I do tell people to draw very basic cylinders like so. And then you'd add the hand and so on, right? So that is this, basically. And if you really want to learn how to draw the arm properly, it's good to know what the bones are underneath, I believe. Hold on, I've got a few questions. Let me just pause the action a little bit. How long have you been illustrating and what's your most notable work? I've been illustrating for the last 10 months. And my most notable, I believe, hold on. I had to run and get my folder quickly. The one that was the most challenging for me, if I can find him. Sorry about this. Where is he gone? I can't find him. Is he in here? Oh no, he's in that's the wrong folder. I've done some good anatomy stuff recently, but this was my personal most notable piece of artwork. Just make sure that Who's ringing me? Oh, no, I can't do that one. Sorry about that. So, nice to see you, Taj. I am doing well, mate. I've had a few early nights. Feeling fit today. I'm going to go and dig some graves and study skeleton. You don't have to dig graves. Just buy a book. Dog Eater, how you doing? Yeah, this is one of my most notable. This was to Bernie Wrightson. He's asked. Hold on, the camera's gone off. Someone tried to ring me. Hold on. Need to reconnect. Sorry about that. I knew that was going to happen. Let's hope it doesn't give me any grit. Oh, brilliant. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So actually, I could take it. Oh, you silly thing. Retry it. Sorry about that. I have to reconnect. Oh. Hold on. That's what happens when people ring. I'm going to have to... Right, okay. Let's have a look now. It looks like it's working. Yeah, okay, good. When people call me on my phone, it throws the camera out. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this is the artist called Bernie Wrightson, and I'm going to do some more of his stuff, but he does a lot of zombie stuff. And he's got a really cool style of sketching and using the light as opposed to hatching. And yeah, well, he's got very, very complex hatching, but that's one of my favorites. And obviously I do, as you know, I quite like the anatomy stuff. If I can zoom in a little bit, you can see the detail. And because it's so not my style, when I drew it, I was really, really happy when I drew that one. And this was quite cool as well, because I drew this, I think this was in a live actually. I drew that in a live and it took me half an hour. Was it an hour and a half, I think? And that was all without rubber. That was all without rubber, straight up with the big pen. So that's quite, for me, that was quite interesting as well. A good notable piece. Cheers, mate. Thank you for that. Do you draw? Well, it depends. If I draw from imagination, this came up yesterday. I will draw something like this. And I did that in a live with a few people in a live. And I said, let's design a robotic arm, a cyber arm. So I was literally taking orders from everyone else, and then I drew that. So I like drawing from fantasy as well. It doesn't have to have a reference. And I tend to draw females without a reference. A lot of female drawings that I do are all reference free. I would probably say 95% of them are reference free. Similar to a Marvel. Yeah, that's right. You remember that art, yeah. Yeah, the Spider-Man. I saw the Spider-Man, but I've got to redraw it. I'm actually going to redraw that one. So I haven't got around to doing it. But I'm looking forward to doing it purely because I've put in all this anatomy work. And it did look like this, right? Remember this one? So this is a print of the Spider-Man that I drew. So I was doing a little bit of practice on it. And as you can see, the arm anatomy is going to come in really handy. And the leg anatomy is going to come in handy. And I'm going to do it properly. You know, really hardcore. So that's coming. To be continued, that one. And as you can see, I jump around a bit. I do a little bit of anime. I do a little bit of Marvel. I'm a bit all over the place. Yeah. So this is more like that Marvel folder. And you got some. That's Black Panther, my version of the Black Panther, as you can see. So there you go. That gives you an idea as to what I get up to. So going back to what we were doing. Yeah, well, that's good. If you can work from your imagination, it's brilliant because then you're not restricted. This is why I don't like to draw characters. I do like to draw characters that other people have designed. Like I did a good one of Jotaro from Bizarre Adventures. And it really came out good. But it was a challenge because you have to draw in somebody else's style. So then you do set yourself up, because if you're drawing in somebody else's style, you're always going to be compared to them. But if you draw it in your style, it's your style. You 67 nachos, you need to go onto my YouTube, mate. That's where you can learn how to draw the body. There you go, V, thank you very much for that. Robert Valley. I don't know Robert Valley. I'll have a look later on. I'm going to go back to this now, because I was kind of doing a tutorial, but it evolved into something else. So if you like what you see, please hit the like button. If you really like what you see, tell your friends. So let's get back to this. So now we're going to add the bicep. So it's roughly around this. And then you would just simply add an oval shape here. You see that? That's what I would do. I look to try and add placeholders. We've got to narrow it a bit here so we don't go too large. Then we've got this muscle here on the side that runs along the side of the bicep. And then obviously we've got our tricep that's jutting out slightly here. And obviously you're going to fine tune it after that. See, so now I would just fine tune this. I'm doing it quite quickly, but you can see how I started it here. And then obviously now we're going to head down to the forearm, and you have to understand the mechanics of how it joins here. And then having the knowledge of the muscles and how they connect, then I will definitely add this larger forearm muscle here, like so. And it connects to the bone of the forearm here. Do you see what I mean? And obviously the elbow juts out slightly. So let's just add that. And then we have these tendons running right down here towards the hand, like so. And then the corner of the forearm looks like that. That's how I put it together. Very captivating style. He's worked on... was that the one with the faces, the long-faced characters against these giant babies? Was that the one, Rio? I think I know the one. And they had London accents. Robert. Yeah. Yeah, that was brilliant. I love that, actually. Yeah, that's a totally different style. Yeah, with the babies, and they were talking London style and stuff like. Yeah, it was good. And there was the girls with the roller skates. That was brilliant. Yeah, that is brilliant. Really good. Oh, thank you for the roses contour. I'm going to say it like that. So there you go. So this is how I would do it, Ria. I would just do it like that. Well, as you can see, that's how I do it anyway. Oh, wow. Being overloaded with roses. Has anyone got any questions about... Oh, good. There you go. So if you start like this, then you can end it like that. So you start like this. And then with your basic knowledge of the anatomy, you don't even have to have a massive knowledge. You can just simply... See that? Just add on top of that. And that's what I do. Obviously, it depends on how much detail you want and how much of the muscles you like to show, da da da. But this is a good starting point. See, I've just turned out very basic random arm. As I said, basic as in it looked like this first. And then this will help. Somebody asked earlier about if you're drawing an arm that's bent, then yes, you do the same. You bend the arm basically first. Put that hand on the end there, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And then you simply add the muscle is contracting here, right? So you have to shorten it. Here it's stretched. So we've got the stretched muscle here. And then we've got the chest, blah, blah, blah. And then here, the same forearm connects to the lower elbow. Depends on how much detail you need. Slightly bulging forearm here. Fingers, hands, whatever. And then we contract the muscle here, shorten it. So now we've got an arm that is slightly bent. Thank you, country. Contour. Thank you very, very much for the gifts. That's very kind of you. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, please feel free to ask. I've tried working on it myself, but yeah, it's always the way, mate. Sometimes it just needs someone to give you that tip. And yeah, you do understand it when someone explains it and you think, oh, that is so obvious. Oops. What did I hit? Oh dear. Yeah, you guys have just gone off screen for some reason. Oh, there it is, back again. I hit the tablet. So, I've got to use the wrong pen. But I do actually like to combine the colours as well. So I'll just do it on this one anyway. I do like to play around because it gives it that kind of 3D look. And what I do as well, I don't know if it's interesting to you guys, but sometimes I find that when I'm drawing muscles, I make them very, very smooth. And I like to slightly change the direction. You see that? So as opposed to just having it really nice and sweeping like this, a sweeping line, I like to sweep it and then slightly bend it and slightly bend it again. I like that because then it gives that muscle a little bit more, makes it a bit edgy. Because sometimes I make them very smooth like that. For me, it's a bit too smooth. I like when it's a little bit edgy. So I'd add a little bit of an edge to it. And it gives that, for me, it gives the muscle a bit more tension, excuse me. Nice. So, you see that? You can see the difference now between the two arms. So it's almost like I would add a straight here and a straight here as opposed to a curve. And then it makes that arm look a lot more defined. So let me see what's going on in the chat. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, this is being filmed. So if you want to watch it again, you can watch it on my YouTube channel. I know the platform that I am currently on do not like that, but it's just the way it is. You don't see McDonald's burning down Burger Kings, do you? Oh dear. Do you? I don't. I've never done sculpting. I've never done it. Unfortunately, I don't have the space for it. That's probably why, but I would like to do it. Has anyone got any questions about what I've done up until now? And I find that practicing anatomy, I always end up doing a million hours of hatching, but it's always really good because then you can experiment with different hatch techniques, cross hatching and stuff like that. It's never wasted, you know. And what I try not to do, as I used to do, if I'm drawing the arm, I tend to always add the hand to it as well. So then you're actually practicing the hand as well as the arm. Avalon, I'm good. And you? What part do I struggle with the most? It used to be the hips, actually. The hips used to be a bit of a problem for me, but less and less now. Obviously, when you're drawing, I don't draw for a comic or anything, you see, so I don't have to push myself with regards to foreshortening and stuff like that. But there's a lot of stuff that I would struggle with quite a lot, because you need to have a way of doing it, and I don't have to push myself, because I don't work for any kind of encyclopedia where I have to draw the human body in different positions and stuff like that. But the hips used to be a problem for me. And usually when I have something that's a bit of a problem for me, that's when I do it again and again and again and again and again. Yeah, that is true. You just have to set quests to literally improve on everything. I could say, yeah, I'm quite good at drawing hands, but sometimes I do that. I draw them and I think, I can improve that. There's always somewhere or something you can improve on, And I look at drawings that I've done recently and I thought, oh yeah, I've done that really, really well. And I think, but I can improve on that. Sometimes it becomes a little bit of a search for perfection, but I think it's worth it without becoming obsessive. It is worth it, I believe. Yes, you'll find that on my YouTube. Hands and fingers you'll find on my YouTube. Avalon, no problem. That's the one you definitely find there. I could do hand and eye tutorials 24/7, because everybody wants to learn to draw hands and eyes and the face. And I need to do that's an area that I need to improve on. Drawing the face. I don't draw the faces enough. But I will take my time. I'm not under any pressure to learn it, so. And I tend, at the moment, when I draw faces, they always end up looking a little bit anime. When you draw a lot of anime, you start to fall into that rhythm of only drawing things anime style. It's quite difficult to switch, I find. Practice a bit of crosshatch now. Has anyone got any questions with regards to what I've done up until now? It did evolve And if you like what you see, please hit the like button. Maybe I should just do a hand drawing tutorial anyway. There you go. This is looking kind of cool. Even though it's a bit mad. It's a bit of a mad sketch. It's still looking quite nice. I do go a bit mad with my sketching sometimes. Moose, how you doing? What have you been up to? I often wonder, you know, I wonder if I saw you guys on the street, you know, if it would be funny, because I would be like, oh hello, and they'd go, oh I know you, and you'd be like, do you? And I say, yeah, it's me. I don't know, it's Moose. I'm like, oh really? I imagine that would be quite difficult. I would. Female anatomy, yeah, well, it's all in the hips. It's all in the hips, really. When it comes to comparisons between male and female, because the female anatomy is obviously you have to be careful what you say. It's a lot more, what's the word? Less robust. Oh, you're just about to head to bed. Okay, nice to see you, mate. Yeah, that would be funny. That would, because you guys know what I look like. I don't know what any of you look like, really. Apart from, I think Nook looks like the Joker. V looks like some cartoon character. I could spot V a mile off, because I would just look for this cartoon character walking down the road. Oh, thank you, Dean. Thank you. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to take that as a compliment though. That's better than any drawing that you've ever done. I've never seen your drawings. Maybe your drawings are absolutely terrible. So you know, if you're really good, then I'll be like, oh, I can draw better than that guy or that girl. You know, I'm teasing, as I always do. I get myself into trouble sometimes. I tease too much. It's a bit of a laugh, just a bit of a laugh. This pen does not want to go. It doesn't want to go. So what are you guys eating today on this cool but dry Sunday? Where are you all from, by the way? That would be interesting to see a few of you faces. I've actually seen people look at me quite strange. Not strange, just look at me. Maybe because I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to insult myself. But yeah, sometimes I think, I wonder if they spot me, because I can see, you know, which countries are my widest audience, right? And I know there's quite a lot of people that might recognize me. And I always sometimes wonder why people stare at me a bit. And I instantly start wiping my face and start wondering what's going on. A friend of mine, his son is very famous, very big. Well, not massive, but he's really big. We're talking millions, right? He's got millions of followers. So for me, that's a really big. 100,000 is like, whatever, you know. But when you get into the millions, that's when I think you're big. So anyway, he gets spotted all the time. And that's crazy, you know. He gets spotted all the time. Yeah, I wonder how. I have to talk to him one day about it, how he deals with it, you know. to be constantly in the spotlight, you know, because that's what you're doing, really. Because he advertises himself, you know, he's like, he is the product, you know. So that must be quite tricky sometimes. But then obviously it might go in your favor. I wonder how you manage an account with, like, I don't know, and you got 6,000 comments or something. That must be quite tricky. I'm just playing around with this image now. I don't really have a goal, but I just wanted to see how far I could take it with the hatching now, as the chat has gone pretty quiet. Everyone's gone for lunch now. Oh yeah, nearly. I'll probably wind it down myself. Got some homemade pizza to make today. So I'll probably do another 15 minutes. Unless anyone interjects with a question. Just move that down a bit. Can you imagine how many lines I actually do? How many times I actually go backward and forwards like that? That would be quite a good statistic to look at. Chef Walker, I'm always cooking, mate. I love cooking. Well, I get bored of it sometimes when I'm always cooking, but I do like to cook because I like to eat. I do like to eat, but I don't have a sweet tooth. I don't like eating cakes and rubbish like that. Luckily, I like spicy stuff, and I tend to focus more on, I call it real food, not like, yeah, ice cream and stuff like that. For me, that's not really food. That's just spoiling yourself, so to say. And I don't want to get fat, so I watch what I eat. Oops, I shouldn't say that. I don't want to get heavily built. Yeah, you see, the sweet stuff, I don't have to touch it. I really can go, I could literally go months without anything sweet. Literally. But then every now and again, I think, oh, I fancy some Maltesers, you know, something like that. I just fancy it. And then I eat 5 of them and I get a bellyache, which can be a little bit annoying. And ice cream, because I'm not very good with milk. So ice cream is a pain as well. If I have like more than one scoop, I'm in trouble. So that's why I avoid things like that as well. So there you go. Look at that. I don't even know what that was supposed to be. It was just a hybrid live stream. A bit of chatting. What are you drawing, V? Are you up to anything today? Apart from accompanying me? Oh, you're not drawing today? Yeah, I will be drawing today, that's for sure. I will be drawing a lot today. Unless I find something to watch. Oh, I have got something to watch actually. I have got a sporting event to watch, and I might watch that while I eat my pizza. should actually draw this hand again with the pencil. I haven't drawn it. I should draw it. The pencil is a lot more forgiving, but this is looking good. I think the arm is a little bit too straight, but that's all right. I'm not going to worry about that. I think I got locked into the details more than the, yeah, it's like, yeah, so we'll see. Could be worse. I'm sure someone will tell me. I was trying to set up a VPN to see if I can. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I think I've done that, but it hasn't made any difference. And then they did contact me about my nationality, and I haven't heard anything. So we shall see. Yeah. No, I'm not a doctor. You wouldn't want me operating on you, that's for sure. No, I'm just someone learning to draw the anatomy. It's just a project I've set myself, a very small project to learn the anatomy. So yesterday and today was arms. No, yesterday was hands. Yesterday was hands. So I drew hands yesterday, and then I explained it, why I'm doing it. Then I simplified it, and today I'm doing arms. Yeah, I could probably get away. I could probably blag it actually. You know, because if you went into a doctor's surgery now, and if I had I don't know, white coat, and you say, oh yeah, I'm having trouble with my shoulder, and I just go, oh right, so what part of the shoulder is it? I'm just drawing, but I don't really know how to help you. You would be quite convinced. You think, oh, he really knows what he's talking about, this guy, even though I don't. So you have to be careful. If you see me launch a website, Art Doctor, then you know, oops, he's onto something here. Yeah, exactly, Tam Tam. That's exactly what it is. I'm just trying to learn. I don't know. It's just a challenge. It's just another little challenge that you just set yourself, and a bit of fun. And then when you get good results, it's a boost as well. Because then I look and I think, I'm looking at anatomy books, and I'm thinking my drawings are not that bad actually. So that's what I like to look at. Because I think for me, it's either you look at, I don't know, you look at the top comic book artists, or you look at anatomy books, because those are the big leagues, right? Those are the guys and girls that are really high level. So for me, if I can draw some good anatomy stuff, I'm kind of introducing myself to the big league. Does that make sense? I'm just kind of showing that I can do that. You know, I can do anime, I can do, I don't know, Marvel. Maybe not to the highest level, that I'm sure of. However, at least I can say I can dabble in it and it looks pretty good. And that's why I'm doing the anatomy stuff. Yeah, that's why I do it. That's exactly why I do it. Because then it's beyond debate. When you can draw the human anatomy, it's beyond debate that you can draw. No one is going to say to you, oh yeah, but they're just going to go very quiet and just go, okay, yeah, he can draw. Because it's almost scientific. It becomes scientific then. So that's one of my goals. So who knows? Maybe one day I'll have my own anatomy book or series. That would be cool. We'll see. I'm sure things will take shape at some point. No, I don't follow anyone, if I'm honest. I just follow V. I don't follow many people. Yeah, I should, but I just don't. I don't know why. I have no idea. They can't draw like V, you see. So that's why I don't follow anyone else. Have you guys seen how good V can draw? That's the legend of the future there. I had this situation. I'm not going to say any names or anything, but I had this situation where this person got really moody because I didn't follow them. It was so weird. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Really moody. Really moody. And said in person, they said it to me in person. Well, I'm following you. And, I liked your stuff. And I thought you would support me by liking my stuff. And to an extent, you don't have to like my stuff. I'm not begging anyone to like my stuff, And yeah, they got really moody. And I said, I've got friends. I've got friends on TikTok. They're following me, but I'm not following them because I don't care what they're doing. And they know that because I will tell them as well. Very good friend, I speak to him every day. He's on TikTok. I'm not following him because he's just posting rubbish. Like, I don't know, he's at the seaside. I don't care. And I'm not following him. And he doesn't care either. So, yeah, it's a weird thing when people get moody because you're not following them. I'm not begging anyone to follow me either. He's a black comic book artist. Okay, cool. Just like every day. He's 100%. Oh, good. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not a comic book artist, and yeah, I just kind of do my thing. I'm just doing me. I can't compete with the comic book guys, and I don't have that intention. And that's why I just do me. I don't follow anyone, and I tried. Yeah, I've got a couple of people that I follow, but this can be very time consuming. This whole live thing can be very, very time consuming, and I don't. That's why I don't want to follow too many people, because I don't want to be locked into looking at what everyone does. And I'm very selective with my time, on this platform, because you can spend a lot of time, feeding others, and you end up just feeding the system, if you know what I mean. Even though you give it gladly, but you have to be careful how much time you invest, because time is very, very important. You can't get it back. And I find that certain platforms set these little traps for you just to keep you working for them for free. So this is what you have to be careful of. And I've noticed that myself. They set, excuse me. They set these little, excuse me. They set these little challenges for you. Oh, this is your job for the week, and and you're going to get 65 million diamonds. And then when you look at what 65 million diamonds are worth, they're worth like 2 pence. Rubbish. I don't even, all of that rubbish, I don't even look at it. Asking me to join groups, and in the end, you're just working for them for free. So be careful with that. That's my advice to anyone. And I've spotted that, and I'm like, nah, not doing that. And my plan is, my master plan is possibly to get my own website up. And I'm going to do my lives on my own website. So anyone that wishes to join my website and my watch my lives, you will pay. So for example, minimal fee, but then big corporations are not getting paid. I'll probably get banned even more now. They'll probably ban me for even more. They're banning me all the time. They're blocking me all the time for no reason. I drew a woman sitting down the other day, and someone reported it because they said it was sexual. I was like, she's sitting on a chair. Anyway, Andy did it. I haven't seen you for a long time. You can add a paywall on here, but yes. Yeah, but I want to avoid it being from here. I don't want it to be here anymore. No. I don't want it to be anywhere apart from where I can control it. Because, you know, if you are offering an honest service, which I do, or not just me. There are many people that are really, really good, really honest people. And then the algorithm just throws them in the bin. This is not right. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm good, Andrea. How you doing? Nice to see you again. Yeah, I don't like that. So there's a really good artist. I don't know his name because I only recently started following him. And he's a comic book artist, blah, blah, blah. And he said in one of his posts, something about the algorithms have cast him into a black hole or something like that. And I just find that very unfair because he's really, really good. And I don't understand why they would do that to a person that is servicing their platform pretty much, drawing all that attention to their platform. And they just disregard that person. No, there has to be a solution to that. There has to be. I'm sorry. It's bordering on being ungrateful for me. I did Pennywise. Yeah. Yeah, these appeals, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure. Not sure. I think certain platforms just need to be used as a tool. That's what I believe. You just use them as a tool because you have to imagine the amount of money that they are getting is extortionate, you know? And yeah, I get like 5,000 roses and it works out to about 2 pence. So anyway, enough of my rambling. I'm going to sign off because I'm going to go and make my lovely pizza now. Loads of chili and stuff like that. And I'm going to wish you all a lovely day. Yeah, but it's all right because I'm not doing it for the money. I am not doing this for the money. God dear no. I would never recommend anyone to do any kind of online thing for the money because, as I say, they can switch you off. They can switch you off when they feel like it. If they want to shadow ban you, you are finished. Do you see what I'm saying? So be very careful. I'll send you guys a picture. I'll eat it in the live. I'll probably get more followers from eating it in the live. Can you imagine? Just sit here eating pizza and just film my mouth or something. Oh dear, I'm rambling now. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you to all those that joined me. I did see this really, and it just amazes me. What is that? Mukbang, what's that mean? I just quickly, I saw this. Oh, I never go live and watch people, but sometimes I just go quickly through it. And I saw this video of some kind of donkey. Like all you see is the mouth, and all you see is the donkey's mouth eating some hay or something. And it's got like, I don't even know how many likes and how many shares. People are just sharing it. Share. And it's just chewing. And it's literally just chewing, right? And you just see the eyes looking at you. And it's got like 75,000 likes. And you think, and then you've got like 600 people watching it. You're like, really? What is this world coming to? Anyway, yeah, check it out. Look for it. If I find it, I'll let you know. It is crazy. Exactly. Chew pizza while drawing. That's very unique. I saw one for a cat. The cat was really cute though. Yeah, I know. But I know, V. Because they do, so to an extent, they do grab your attention, but then you have to sit there and think, why am I watching this? I saw this one where this girl, good looking girl, and she's standing in front of the camera, and then she had a good body, good figure, really good figure, and then she'd grab a weight and go like this, and then look at the screen, and then grab another weight, like hit the like button if you like what you see, and then she went like this, and then she went. And you just think, where is this world going? It's crazy. Anyway, I want to learn this. Oh dear. So sorry, Truth. You just got us at the last part, and we were just rambling actually, or I was anyway. And I'm going to wish you all a lovely Sunday. I'll probably do a live later on, a proper tutorial, not like this one today. This one was just a bit mad. Went a little bit pear-shaped. My Discord is, Art Walker, yeah. But the best place to go is YouTube. I don't post much on Discord. I find that's a difficult platform to understand. Good. Okay. I wish you all a lovely Sunday. If I don't see you again, V, have a good Sunday. Nice, relaxing Sunday. And to the 10 that are in the room, much appreciated. Nice to see you all. Take care. Have a good one. See ya.